Today we're walking through 1 Samuel 28:31, then stepping into Psalm 18.
It's a sweep from desperation and loss to deliverance and praise. A hard, rich arc.
We open with Saul facing Philistines in God's silence. No dreams, Urim, or prophets.
So he reaches for what he banned. A medium at Endor. Desperation breaks his policy.
The moral tension is sharp. He swears by the Lord while seeking forbidden counsel.
That oath is chilling. He weaponizes the divine name to do the undivine.
Then the shock. The woman sees Samuel and cries out. She realizes her client's identity.
The narrative suggests she's startled, maybe not used to the real thing happening.
Saul asks for guidance. Samuel delivers only judgment, not strategy.
The Lord has departed from you. That line lands like a door slammed shut.
Samuel ties it back to Amalek. Disobedience has consequences across years.
And the prophecy is stark. Tomorrow you and your sons will be with me.
Saul collapses, weak from fear and fasting. Tragedy feels inevitable now.
Then the woman feeds him. Hospitality in a haunted night. That detail is tender.
It's haunting irony. The outlawed practitioner shows mercy when the king crumbles.
The scene lingers, almost cinematic. Bread, a slaughtered calf, a last meal before ruin.
Meanwhile, David is with Achish lined up to march with Philistines.
Achish trusts him. The Philistine lords do not. That distrust saves David.
Their reasoning is savvy. David could reconcile with Saul by betraying them mid-battle.
Achish calls David like an angel of God. High praise, yet David's sent home.
Providence in a veto. He's spared the trauma of fighting Israel.
But home is ashes. Ziklag burned, families taken, grief flooding the camp.
They weep until they can't. Then the ugliest turn, the men talk of stoning David.
Leadership in crisis often stands alone. The text says he strengthened himself in the Lord.
He inquires through the ephod. Finally, a leader who asks before he acts.
Pursue, you will surely recover all. Clarity returns where Saul found only silence.
On the way, 200 collapse at the brook Besor. A practical limit appears.
They find an abandoned Egyptian servant, hungry, left for dead.
David feeds him first, then asks questions. Mercy becomes intelligence.
That's crucial. Compassion opens the door to victory.
The Amalekites are partying over plunder. David attacks from twilight to twilight.
It's decisive. Not a thing was missing. The promise proves true.
Then comes an argument about spoils. Some refuse to share with the exhausted.
David sets a principle. Those who guard baggage share with those who fight.
Its genius policy honors all contributions, stabilizes the community.
He also shares gifts with Judah's elders, mending ties, building future loyalty.
While David recovers, Saul heads toward Gilboa and destiny.
Jonathan, Abinadab, Malchishua fall. The archer's arrows find Saul.
He asks his armor-bearer to end it. The terrified man won't.
Saul falls on his own sword. The bearer follows. It's devastating.
The Philistines display their victory. Saul's body is fastened to a wall.
But Jabesh Gilead rises by night, retrieves the bodies, honors them.
Beautiful reciprocity. Saul once saved Jabesh, now they honor his remains.
Tragedy wrapped in gratitude. A kingdom ends with a quiet, faithful act.
And then Psalm 18, David's song when the Lord delivered him from Saul.
From battlefield dust to cosmic thunder, the language explodes with imagery.
He bowed the heavens and came down. It's storm theophany as rescue narrative.
David narrates rescue as creation in reverse. Waters parted, foundations exposed.
It's personal and public. God saves David and shakes the world doing it.
He also celebrates formation. He teaches my hands to war.
Yet the line that stops me, your gentleness has made me great.
Strength and gentleness aren't rivals here. They are partners in David's rise.
The psalm wrestles with righteousness. Rewarded me according to my righteousness.
That can sound triumphalist, yet it's covenant language. Loyalty begets loyalty.
With the pure, he shows himself pure. With the crooked, shrewd.
The moral fabric is relational, not mechanical. It's about alignment with God's ways.
The arc from Endor to Ziklag to Gilboa meets its echo in the psalm.
Saul meets silence and shadow. David meets discipline and song.
But even David's victories came through weakness, hunger, and tears.
Yes, and guided steps. You enlarged my steps under me. Stability after chaos.
The psalm ends in mission. Thanks among the nations, a king strengthened to serve.
And it stretches beyond David, to his offspring forever. Hope long after the dust.
What do we do with Saul's night and David's song side by side?
They warn and invite. Where do we turn when God seems silent?
Do we double down on shortcuts or inquire, wait, and obey?
And how do we treat the weak at the brook? Policy reveals heart.
Leadership flows from character, mercy to the Egyptian, fairness to the weary.
Saul's last meal was pity. David's last move was generosity.
One clings to control, the other receives guidance and shares glory.
The text asks us to consider our ends before we choose our means.
And to read storms as rescue, not just fright. Theophany as tenderness.
Maybe that's the center of Psalm 18. Power in service of love.
The Lord lives, blessed be my rock. That refrain steadies the soul.
So, in your crisis, which way are your feet pointed?
Toward Endor's shadows or toward the God who lights your lamp?
Toward hoarding plunder or building a people who can endure?
We've walked from silence to song, from fear to faith.
May our endings and beginnings be shaped by that same mercy.
And may gentleness, strange as it sounds, make us great.
That's our conversation for today. Thanks for listening and pondering.
Until next time, keep your lamp lit and your steps enlarged.
And perhaps share the plunder. Someone at the brook needs it. God bless.